Yes guys, what's going on? Hashtag Shore here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. This is getting near daily uploads at this point. I'm starting to lose my head. I will stop going on about uploading a few little videos in a week at some point. But anyway, here today, ladies and gentlemen, it is just gone past Friday, 6 PM on the 19th of Feb. You didn't need to know all that. But Icon Swaps 2 has just come out. And as you can see by the title, we are going to be reviewing it just the same as we did with the first one. We're going to be sort of going through a review of what I believe to be sort of the best option for you guys to go for in terms of whether that's packs or the players or the icon packs, anything like that. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe to the channel. It'd be very much appreciated. And without further ado, let's just jump straight into this Icon Swaps review because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there are some things for us to talk about. So jumping into it straight away here, we'll go straight into the objectives of sort of what we've got available. So just to briefly explain to you guys right off the start, we've got 9 tokens available this time and 9 tokens available in the next one, which will be in a couple of weeks time. That will round off Icon Swaps 2. Okay, so here, let's just go through this very, very quickly. So we've got Icon Swaps 1 Nation, get a player for that, win 7 matches live foot friendly. Another one, win 7 matches in live foot friendly. 1 Nation with only Italian players, only Spanish players, right? So that... Basically, well, I'm going to go through these quick here. So we've got another one here. This is for just one player here from doing all of these objectives. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys will have already looked at this yourselves anyway, so you kind of might know the challenges already. But again, so all of them 3, that's just 3 players from each one of them. So far, that's 5 tokens from what we've gone through so far. And then this final one is all obviously squad battles ones as well. And then we've got a weekend league one to finish it off, win 18 weekend league games. So what I've seen on Twitter, which is one of the craziest things I've seen, I might put the tweet up on the screen. If I do or I don't, whatever. Tweet from Zell, longtime pro in the scene, has basically put out that apparently it takes 82 matches minimum in order to finish the first 9 tokens, which is, like, I'm trying not to laugh at this point. Like I don't want to bring any negativity because I just think, you know what, let's just get on with things. But yeah, I would say that's very, very disappointing. I would say that when you're trying to do something for sort of everybody to grind and everybody to do, to make it that many games is very disappointing. Especially because there's no guarantee that, like, you win all 82 games. You know what I mean? Like, that's 82 games at a bare minimum in order to finish the 9 swaps. So that's the objective there, guys. I won't run through every single one in all detail because I'm sure you would have seen it already. But what I do want to go into detail on is what we can actually get when we trade into these tokens, because that's what we're all looking for, isn't it, right? Let's be honest. So let's get straight into that because, ladies and gentlemen, we have got things to talk about. And I've said that already and I'm going to say it again. So, swaps. Here we go. Now, it starts off, in my opinion, pretty positive. Now, I'll just, like I did last time, I'll run through every single one and then I'll talk about each one individually. So, we've got an 81 25 pack, an 82 25 pack, an 83 25 pack. That's for 2 tokens, 3 tokens, or 5 tokens. Deco in for 7 tokens, the Prime Moments Deco. A base icon pack in for 8. A Prime Ashley Cole in at 9 tokens as well. A middle Prime Icon pack for 10 tokens. A Moments Mark Overmars for 11. Prime Icon pack for 12. Laurent Blanc for 13. This is a mid Laurent Blanc, by the way, not even the Prime, which is, again, not much to say. We've got a 91 plus Prime Icon pack as well, which is looking pretty decent. This... I almost don't even want to mention it, guys. I almost don't even want to speak about what I'm seeing on my screen here. But I will just say it quick. 15 tokens for Butragueno. We're going to come back to that. I'll tell you that for free. We've got 16 tokens for a Primal Moments icon pack. And then we've got the last one, 17 tokens for Badger. So as I said, there's going to be 18 tokens available in total. So that's an important thing to remember when we're looking at Badger being 17 tokens. Now let's get back to the start and let's sort of talk about each individual one and sort of what I think you guys should go for as potential combinations. So starting off here, we've got the 81 plus 25, 82 plus 25, and the 83 plus 25. So what I'm thinking here is, right, that's 10 tokens for a very, very good amount of players. Now, this 83 plus times 25 pack, a lot of people save this for Team of the Year, and I did see a fair few people pack Team of the Years in these. I packed in my one on Xbox a Team of the Year, like, honorable mentions thing, whatever it was, for Kia. The French flag came down. Me and Tom thought it was Mbappe. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to move on. However, about these 3, so 10 tokens for all 3 of them. Obviously, you don't have to go for all 3 of them. You can just go for 1. But I'm thinking the packs, I'm going to start off early here and say the packs are looking very, very much sort of the better thing here, I would say. If we talk about the players quick, right? Deco, 7 tokens. From what I've seen from this, these are all kind of players that it's just down to your guys' like what fun you want to have on Ultimate Team. And obviously, it is important to remember that is the whole reason we play FIFA. We want to have fun with playing. Deco, 91 rated. It's a good card. Don't get me wrong. It's not terrible. You know, dribbling's great. Passing's great. The pace and shooting's like pretty good for a cam. I just think you can spend them better off elsewhere. Obviously, he is only 7 tokens. So you do have Deco available and then doing a potential icon pack or something like that. So Deco, Doesn't really interest me too much for 7 tokens. Like I said, it's not the most expensive. A base icon pack in with 8. This is one of them ones where you can sort of do like a combination. A base icon pack for 8, a mid or prime icon pack for 10. You can do, you know, that's 2 icon packs. One where you guarantee the base icon, one where you guarantee the mid or prime icon. Thanks for telling us that, Alex. It's really helpful. But you guys know what I'm saying. It's 2 icon packs there. So that sounds all right on the base of things, but the base icon pack, there's so little icons in base icon pack that are good enough to sort of keep up with the meta of the game now. And what you've got to think about is Team of the Season is going to be coming around not too long after the second batch of token comes out. It's going to come around very, very fast. And I just don't think, you know, unless you pack like a Zidane, a Cruyff, a Pele, like I'm already running out of players because the baby icons, there's just not that many good ones. So I don't know how I feel about that, but obviously that can be a combination, the 8 and the 10 there. Mid icon pack for 9, not terrible, but again, if you were going to do this, I would say you would sort of mix that with sort of the things that we've got at the beginning, with sort of the 82-25 pack, the 81-25 pack, or something like that to sort of get the tokens going. Maybe you go the 82 pack, the 83 pack, and the mid or prime icon pack, or obviously, I mean, you'd obviously just go the mid or prime icon pack. Ashley Cole, I don't really think there's too much to say about him again. I think with what else is available, I don't think, again, that it's a very good option. He's a pretty decent card, I'll be honest, and again, it's down to personal preference for you guys. Like I said, it's a nice card. He's got some very good stats. You know, it's really, really, to be fair, it's very, very high defending for a left back, like 88 defending. You tend to obviously on left backs and right backs, you don't tend to get as high defending as obviously centre backs, but it is pretty decent. I just don't know if I think you guys should go for it, I'll be honest. And now we move on to sort of some of the later stuff. Now, what we're looking at here once we go into these is if you're going to do one of these ones now, you're basically just looking at doing one of the sort of 81 plus, 82 plus, or 83 plus 25 types of thing. Mark Overmars for 11 tokens. What I'll say about a lot of these prime icon moments is their stats are absolutely boosted, obviously. They're very, very nice cards. Great dribbling, great pace, good shooting as well, and obviously the 5-star weak foot. He's not like the biggest nightmare in the world, but again, I'd still say, you guys can probably tell what I'm saying here, and I kind of did the same in my last icon swaps video. The players don't ever seem to be the ones that are actually ever sort of emphasized enough to be good enough in it. I just think you take the risks with the packs and the icon packs as well. But obviously, if you want to guarantee a decent attacking icon into your squad for 11 swaps, Overmars is a decent option. He obviously just doesn't have the 4 or the 5-star skills. Down at 3-star skills is lacking a little bit, especially in a game where skill moves are so important. So again, Overmars, I just feel like I have this reaction after every single player in it. Now, prime icon pack for 12 swaps. Not much I can say again. 12 swaps is not the worst price for it, especially because you could do the prime icon pack, then you could do this 82-25 and the 81 plus 25 pack as well. So that would be a decent little option over the course of the 3. Now, one thing I would say for this as well is that if you are going to do sort of like an icon pack, and then if you're going to do some of the 81, 82, 83 plus pack, I would say definitely do the icon pack first. This just basically applies to the baby icon pack. I would say do that first because you'd rather wait with the other ones until there's better promos out. Because at the moment, there's not even a promo out this week. So you'd want to do the icon first or whatever. But yeah, 12 tokens for the icon pack. Not the greatest thing I've seen. Laurent Blanc coming in with 13 tokens. Now, he's a very, very solid centre-back. Some people would say endgame. I don't know if he would get into squads during Team of the Season time. Like, that would still be very difficult. But this is for the people who I'd say, like, this isn't the biggest L in the world. Because if you want to guarantee, like, a solid centre-back into your team, Blanc is very, very good. He's been very, very meta on every single FIFA for the last few years. Obviously, this year, pace and, you know, fullbacks at centre-back is becoming a bit more of a meta. So, 79 pace, I don't know if that falls behind a little bit now sort of in the meta, but with this 5-back thing that's going on at the moment, if you play Laurent Blanc as the middle centre-back, I'm sure he would be pretty decent with that great defending 6'4", medium-high work rates. So not the end of the world at 13 tokens, but that's down to you guys who potentially want to like guarantee a quality icon into your squad, if that makes sense. Now, 91 plus prime icon pack is something very, very interesting. I would say this is actually pretty decent. And it's a good job we have a decent one here for 14 tokens because the one after this is the biggest stinker I've seen in history. But obviously with this 91 plus prime icon, you do eliminate a fair few icons from it. So with the 91 plus, you do roughly get rid of about 20 or 30 icons just gone that you can't get, that obviously are the lowest ones. So this is not the end of the world, you know. I would say this one, if you want to take a punt at getting a quality top player, I'd say this is actually not too bad, especially because you could do 14 tokens for this, and then moving all the way back to the start here, you could do the 82 plus times 25 pack. That's 17 tokens in total. Great maths, Alex. So I would say that would be decent if you open that during Team of the Season and you did the 91 plus times prime icon pack. I would say that's quite a good idea. Now, let's all just calm down for a second, shall we? Butragueno for 15 tokens, right? Just anybody, like, listen. Do not do please, I'm begging you, do not do this. This is the bit, I think this is the, like, Can you hear me? I can't talk right now. This is the biggest joke of a release of a... I'm lost for words. Don't get me wrong. 90 pace, 89 dribbling, 86 shooting. He's a good card. This should cost about 6 tokens, I would say. And even at 6 tokens, I would probably still say don't do it, because you're going to get to a stage of the game where there's so many better players that you guys are going to be using, especially when Team of the Season comes out. There's literally players that cost 50 to 100k that would have stats so much better than this. Obviously, it's an icon. It links the team up. That is obviously part of the reason why icons inflate in price slightly. But 15 tokens for this. That literally means you can just do this and then the 82 plus times 25 pack. Unless you are a Butragueño fanboy and he is your... Just do not do this card. I would say this is the biggest L of the entire icon swaps for them to have done that. Now, let's get off the negativity there. Let's move on to something else slightly better. We've got the Prime All Moments icon pack in for 16 tokens here. Now, obviously, this one is literally just a complete punt of luck. You use basically all of your tokens. You've got 2 tokens left, which you can use on the 81 plus times 25 pack as well with that. That wouldn't be a terrible option, I would say. That's just a complete punt of luck, obviously, which obviously a lot of this is. But I wouldn't say that's the worst idea in the world. 16 tokens for that, and then the 81 times 25 pack. Because the players in this, I can't lie, are just not great. Now, finally, finishing off with Baggio for 17 tokens. Again, not the worst thing in the world. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. It's very good. 5'9". Great pace, great shooting, great passing. Quality dribbling. The 86 agility on Baggio along with the 76 stamina are 2 stats that like really disappoint me with him, because if they were like 10 higher, which I know sounds like a lot, but it's just not, because his dribbling is 95 already. Do you know what I mean? You expect sort of 96 agility on them types of players, especially for someone who's 5'9". So that puts me off him a little bit. And the 76 stamina is not great as well, especially with all these Team of the Season cards that are going to end up having 99 stamina on them and stuff. I just don't know how I feel about it, and I'm sure you guys feel the same. And I'm supposed to be the one providing you guys with the answers here, but I think with my sort of feeling towards this, it's a fun card. It's 5-star skills, which is great, and I'm glad they've made it the sort of top player at least a 5-star skiller. If you guys want my personal opinion, I would say don't go for any of the players here. I don't think any of the players are the great options to go for. If you go for Baggio, you obviously cannot do anything else with it as well. It is Baggio and Baggio only. So now let's move on to what I sort of believe to be the best sort of combinations. I'll try and pick out like 2 or 3 here. I'm just going to have to do this pretty random, pretty off the cuff, because there's obviously so many combinations that you can do here. I would say around Team of the Season time, depending on if you guys are going to wait or not, but even if you're not, the fodder that these packs provide for your club to potentially complete icon packs, to complete player of the month players, any sort of SBCs, you know, that El Shaarawy's just come out recently, who's an absolutely quality card. These provide some great fodder for them, and they are not that expensive either. You know, to do all 3 of them cost 10 tokens, so I think that is a pretty good shout. If you want my personal opinion of what I think the best thing to go for would be, I would say go for the 82 plus and the 83 plus, so that's 8 tokens, and then a mid or prime icon pack or something like that would definitely be one of the best combinations. Hi, Tom.
I don't know if the camera's picking the screen up or not.
No. I think it can kind of pick it up.
No, I'm just hoping someone might spot it.
You're such a child, man. There's no way you've just tried to set that up. There's actually no way. Okay, so that's one of the options I do believe to be the best. The middle prime icon pack, along with the 82 times 25 and the 83 times 25. Players, I'm just not feeling it, guys. Unless with the players, you have some sort of attachment to them, or you really need an icon into your team to slot in perfectly of that exact position, you know, the left back of Cole, the centre mid of Deco, etc., then that's fair enough. But I would say to test your luck with the packs here, another great option for me would be the 91 plus prime icon pack, which obviously guarantees you like a pretty decent icon. I was about to say you might be able to get an Inzaghi, but I've just seen that prime Inzaghi is 90 rated, so get it, ladies and gents, that's good. But 14 tokens for this, and then using the 3 tokens on the 82 times 25 would be another very, very advisable option from myself. I would say that's a good shout. So they're the 2 best I can think of so far. And then finally, honestly, these are the biggest dubs for me. Like that's the biggest dub for me, I would say, of all of it, is potentially doing all 3 of these. So you use 10 tokens on that. Obviously, you'd have to wait until the next set comes out to finish one of them. And then, you know, a base icon pack, because that would sort of finish off your 8 tokens. Not the greatest thing in the world, obviously, but at least you give yourself so much fodder towards SBCs, if that makes sense. You could obviously do that with Deco as well. That wouldn't be terrible. But I just think these players, as I've honestly said so many times in this video, you wouldn't even believe. And I'm probably going to edit a few out at that point. So I'm moving on to the last page. Once again, do not go near Butragueño. Baggio, like I said again, is use all your tokens on Baggio if you want that prime icon moments attacker. But I just think there's better players in the game than Baggio, and you can get better things out of this for it. And then the prime or moments icon pack is basically if you guys just want to test your luck. You can obviously do this, the 81 times 25 pack, like I said already. That wouldn't be a terrible combination as well. But I hope some of them combinations give you guys an idea of what I would say is sort of the best thing to do. But it does seem a little bit all over the shop. And one thing I would say is a bit of a disaster is how many games it seems like we have to play. I know I said this at the start of the video, but I want to say it again. Like, that is just too many games for players to have to be playing casually towards these icon swaps, which are supposed to be fun. And we're literally in the second icon swaps now. We're coming up to sort of team of the season time. Like, I guess it gives you something to grind, which is good, but I just don't know if the rewards are good enough. But I would say test your luck on the packs, guys. That would be the best option from my opinion. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking of going for, what your sort of thoughts are towards this icon swaps. I would say it's a bit of an L, especially compared to the last one. I wouldn't say the last one was great or anything, but this is definitely worse, especially because as the FIFA cycle goes on, they're supposed to bring out much better players because, you know, they should be less caring on, you know, everybody having all the best players. Because as the year cycle goes on, let everybody use the best players in the game, you know, and a Baggio as the best icon from this. Yeah, bit disappointing, but hopefully in the next icon swaps they can sort it out. But we need to live in the present, people. But this is a bit disappointing, but hope you guys did enjoy the video. I hope you found it helpful somewhat. Obviously, I probably spoke a bit of waffle myself here, but I'm sort of trying to just go off raw emotion of what I think is the best thing to go for. So let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking of going for. As I've already said, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed and also subscribe to the channel. And I'll have some 30 custom tactics coming out in the next day or two as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all on the next one.